skill-based footstep audio, skill-based spawns, skill-based hit registration. You know, a lot of these terms are being thrown around about Modern Warfare Deuce, and I think it's just people looking for answers. People want to know why this toxic bullshit just happened to them. I don't think anybody's out here, there might be some, but I don't think anybody's out here really looking for a conspiracy theory. I think people just want to know what the hell just happened. Why did they just die in the manner that they just died? This product that they paid full price for, why is this bullshit happening to them? I think people just want answers. And there's enough bullshit going on out here with this game right now that I think people are justified in their concerns and in their complaints. And let's be honest, we are talking about Activision, the evil empire themselves. Is it really a stretch to come up with these theories? Is it really a stretch if you've been playing Call of Duty for so long and you know what Call of Duty should be? You know if you do this, that it's going to do this. That this should be the type of reaction in game. You know what it should be. You know what it was, but it's not that anymore. But what's going on, my people? We're back in it for another one, some Black Ops Cold War. And what can I say? I felt like playing a game that was more traditional Call of Duty, old school Call of Duty with a working minimap. You had a dead silence perk, a ninja perk. You know, I kind of felt like just playing Call of Duty like that. So excuse me, you'll have to forgive me. I felt like playing Call of Duty the way Call of Duty should be, the way it was. What made them the biggest juggernaut in gaming history for a long period of time. I felt like playing a Call of Duty that felt similar to that. Not this tactical, slow it right down, leaning towards realism, but you got fucking quickscopers out here bunny hopping all over the place and dragging their ass all up and down the map. You know, Cold War had its problems, all right? Cold War most definitely had its problems. But I think Treyarch, under those circumstances, did the best that they possibly could do. And hopefully this time with a full development cycle, even an extra year at this point, if the rumors are true, with that extra year, you know, Treyarch will bring it back, man. We'll get it back on track. We'll get back to the quality after quality after quality titles that they gave us in the past, man. You can't argue with their track record, though. Like I said, Black Ops 4 was my first miss with Treyarch. World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and even Black Ops 3, in my opinion, all great Call of Duties. But anyways, let's get into this. So I was recommended a video last night, and I just kind of watched it on and off while I was watching the hockey game. And it was from the man himself, Xclusive Ace. Now, Xclusive Ace made a video. I'm not going to put any of that video in here. Even though I'm pretty familiar with copyright, he didn't give me any permission to use his content in my video, and I respect Ace. I got no problems with the man. You know, like I've said in a couple of videos where, for whatever reason, he came up in that video, like I've said in the past, you know, I caught him shilling before, but I respect the man because, you know, he's still honest, right? Look at what he did with Modern Warfare 2019. He came out and he said, I don't like this game for this, and this. I'm only playing it. I'm only uploading it for content because this is my job. Dude, how can you not respect a dude that can come out and say that, man? This is what it is, straight up. It's like, all right, man, good on you. You're speaking your mind. You're not lying to your fans, to your followers, to your subscribers. You know, I can't say that about everybody else out here. There's people out here that I just straight up do not think they deserve the platform that they have. You know, Hutch being one of them. I don't like to throw shade at other content creators. I like to keep mine just about the game. We know the way these toxic, salty little butthurt nerds in the comment section of these videos, the way they get, right? They hate on the creator while the creator is critical about the game. You know, the physical product that actually costs people money. Yeah, when we come out here, well, I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of creators that I'm thinking of, we come out here and we're critical of that. But apparently, because of that, right, our channel's trash. You know, our wives are hoes, are this and that. Just, oh my God, it's fucking crazy out here. But you know, when I say I respect Ace, that I'm telling the truth. That's not the case with everybody, man. I'll give you a quick example. This J-God dude had no idea who he was until we were in the Cold War era, and everything broke out about that patent. And I remember I was recommended a video from him, or maybe it was a part of his stream. Somebody chopped out a little piece of his stream or something. Either way, it was a video from this J-God dude who I never heard of up until that point. and it was a rebuttal video from this guy, and he was just in full damage control for Activision. I made it about 3 minutes in, and I was like, dude, I can't watch this shit, man. I'm out. See, when I don't agree with somebody, or I see them straight up shilling like complete bullshit like that for Activision, soldiering for a company that really don't give a shit about them. Well, in JGod's case, he gets some perks for doing that for Activision. But when I see that type of shit and I don't agree with it, dude, I'm out. I just bounce. I don't waste my time hating on that person. I mean, I'm sure in real life, JGod is a cool dude, right? Probably even sit down and have a beer with him and chill the fuck out. But as for what I've seen in that video, I have no desire to go and watch another video from him, man. I'm not saying that I don't respect the guy, but just, I'm out, dude. I don't want to be around that, man. I value honesty in myself and everybody around me, and I don't have time. I don't have time to waste on that, man. It's just, all right, we see what it is, man. Cool, do your thing, right? He is successful with the super sweaties that think if they use his best class setup or whatever, that they're gonna drop 8 KDs every game like him, or if they buy this blueprint and they tweak this just a little bit, they're gonna start dropping 10 KD games on a regular like JGod, right? They're gonna be a god like JGod. Yeah, man, I'm good on that. You know what I mean? I don't want to see people miserable. Go be successful, man. Make it. Find something that works for you. That's cool. I'm out though, right? We don't want a part of that. So when I say I respect Ace, that I'm telling the truth. I believe Ace does it the proper way. When he's actually breaking something down, when he's testing something out, I believe for the most part, he does it the proper way. He does it the way that you want to do it. I think he would make a killing if Activision actually paid well over there doing some type of quality assurance for Call of Duty, man. I think he would be the Michael Jordan of quality assurance, the Mike Tyson in his prime of QA testers, man. He would just be on point with his shit. So I think with his content and his particular channel, I think he brings value to the community. And so I'm watching this video where he's debunking this conspiracy theory, I'm using the air quotes, of skill-based footstep audio. And he's using the right parameters. He's thinking of any and all variables that he can think of. Like, let's be honest here. It is physically impossible to try and get public matches with a high skill player and then a different game with a low skill player, trying to get the same enemies doing the same type of movement, listening for the exact same footsteps in the same areas, right? That would be impossible. You would have to take that over to a private match. Now, he didn't specify in his video if it was public or private. I can't really tell from the gameplay. I was going to say if it's a private match, well, then this scientific research, this data right here really doesn't hold up, because if you are in private matches, matchmaking doesn't affect that. The algorithms, all of that, they don't affect private matchmaking. You get whoever you're going into that game with and you directly start a game. Activision doesn't got to worry about any Timmies to protect in there and all that. Let's just say he was in a public match, which it looks like that's what he was in, which is the proper test to do. A lot of these people who are complaining about footstep audio, skill-based footsteps in this game, they're complaining about them halfway through the game, 3/4 of the way through the game. If you have a really good start to the game, you could be 2 minutes in and you're 10-1, 12-1, 13-0 or something like that. And then all of a sudden, now you start noticing the inconsistencies with feet. So with this video and this little experiment that you conducted here, I think we can officially confirm that you have successfully debunked this dude, whoever it was, I can't remember his name, that posted these clips on Reddit, right? About the lower skill player, the reverse boosted player, the higher skill player, hearing footsteps a lot lower on the higher skilled account than on the lower skilled account. We can confirm that that is debunked out of the gate. If your only purpose was to disprove this user on Reddit, debunk whatever they were trying to say, then mission successful. But that's not the only problem with feet, bro. I listened to your commentary, and in that commentary, you acknowledged that there is other problems with the audio here. You talked about the vertical feet. You talked about a couple other things. So you're acknowledging that there is inconsistencies here, but in the same breath, you're kind of lumping everybody into the same group. And I don't think that's very fair. Some people are calling this skill-based footsteps audio because they don't know what else to call it. All they know is it's inconsistent as fuck. It's broken as hell. And they're just confused, man. They want answers. I feel like more extensive testing would have needed to be done in order to debunk that or confirm that. I think you would have needed to have bad games with both accounts, good games with both accounts. You would have needed to go on death streaks with each account and kill streaks with each account, and then properly test the footsteps equally accordingly. He made a point that a lot of players are relying on footstep audio awareness too much. And you could have a point. I can't speak for other people. You could have a point. But that's not the case with me though, right? Some of the gameplay on this channel is gameplay of me just going from audio off my TV. I don't even have my headphones on, right? I don't rely on footstep audio like that. But when you've been playing the game for so long, you know, you could put all that together and that's how you knock out consistent good games. Well, that's at least how you've been able to in years past. You know, footstep audio is just a part of that. If enemies can hear you, you should be able to hear them. It should be fair all around. You know, he made a point about how there might be a cap on so many things you can hear throughout a match in Modern Warfare Deuce, and he could be onto something with that too, but that's Infinity Ward's bad. Right? Why is there a cap there? You know, I don't know coding. I don't know how to make Call of Duty games, right? Maybe they're at their absolute limit. There's absolutely nothing they could do to change that. I don't know. But we never had this problem in the past, though. I mean, I don't remember having this problem in Black Ops 4, which had tight skill-based matchmaking. I was always in there with a bunch of sweats, and there was explosions all over the place, specialist cheats, war machines, grenades, score streaks, the whole nine. I don't remember having a problem with footstep audio in that game, and there was shit blowing up all over the place. There was guns shooting all over the place. People were even shooting more because the higher time to kill. We see the lengths in which Activision will go to protect, you know, their quote-unquote cash cow players, right? We see what they'll do to protect these types of people. Ace, is it really all that crazy to think this could be a thing? You know, I can't do what you do, man. I like I said, I think you bring value to the community. You know, if I tried to make a video like Ace, I would be looking at cranking out like one video a week or maybe even 2 weeks, man. I would not be able to do that. So I appreciate what he does over there on his channel, and I think he does a lot of good for the Call of Duty community at the end of the day. But I find it kind of interesting that there's way more people talking about skill-based hit detection at this point, that they feel they're being actively nerfed mid-game, or they're being buffed. Their bullets, their guns are just dropping people, and all of a sudden their guns is just shooting marshmallows, right? Hit marker machines. I feel like there's way more people talking about that than talking about skill-based audio. But skill-based audio is the first video I've seen from you where you're debunking this type of stuff. I figured you would have went with something that more people seem to be talking about. At least on my videos and everywhere I go, I see way more people talking about it. I figured you would have started with maybe something like that, but I don't know. Maybe it was a time issue with you, or I don't know what's going on there, but maybe that's just harder to prove, and you thought that this was easier to prove in a private match, you know. But there's definitely more people out here talking about quote-unquote skill-based hit detection, and I think that that's something that needs to be properly tested, man, because I think people are onto something when they talk about that. This game, there's a lot of issues with this game. People did not get the game that they paid for. There's a lot of broken nonsense, toxicity going on with this game, and I think people are entitled to answers. And I think, you know, some people like myself are just we're searching for those answers. We're just trying to find them. Like, why is this product you just paid all this money for, why is it not working the way that it should? But anyways, that is it for this one. As you guys know, what we do over here is we just try to get the game into a place where it needs to be, right? We're trying to get people the product that they paid for, and we just want to see the game in a good state. And let's be honest, Ace is not going to see this video. He has no idea my channel exists. And if he does know about my channel, because a couple of videos of mine that blew up pretty big for the size of my channel anyways, you know, he probably hates my guts already, because even though I do make a couple of positive videos about the game, we're pretty critical about the game because we want to see it in that better place. So this video is just an extension of that. We just want answers, man. We just want to understand why the game is in the state that it's in, and try to bring enough awareness to put it in that better place. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.